YouTube, what is going on, man? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yaya, for those who may not know who I am. And in today's video, I just want to give you guys a very short recap of my life and what I believe the week of February 27th will look like. So the week coming up is the beginning of a new month, and each Friday at the beginning of a month you have NFP, and like between the 10th and the 20th you have key inflation reports. So those two fundamentals really affect the market when you're trading NASDAQ. Y'all know I just love me some NASDAQ, and I'm gonna try to give y'all gems whenever I get them. Y'all gonna get them, all right? So in my life, everything has been going easy peasy. I do offer like one-on-one sessions to anybody that's interested in learning more about trading NASDAQ. I can give you my gems or whatever. I'll put my Telegram link in the description. I also came out with a book, okay? So if you're interested in learning how to trade, and you don't know where to start, just go ahead and go to Amazon and grab the book. I'll put that link in the description as well. So I just want to give you guys a short recap of what I believe the market will be headed this week. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, y'all. So of course, getting into this charts, I like to start from my weekly and scroll my way down. But due to this just being like a directional video, I'm not gonna go that far down. I'll probably stop at the daily or the 4-hour. But I just want to show you my direction of where I'm expecting price to head. So if we're looking at a weekly time frame, I like to draw my zones within like supply and demand zones, or the previous low or the previous high. All right, so here on a weekly time frame, we can see we got like a supply and demand zone here. We got like a supply and demand zone. It was once a resistance, now it's turning into a support. And then if you pay attention to this last candlestick on a weekly time frame, it's given a big rejection, a rejection vibe. I'm gonna say that. All right, so I'm not gonna use like all the trading lingo and stuff like that, because I know when I was new to trading, I didn't understand nothing they was talking about, to the upside, to the downside, highs, lows, swing high. So you know what I'm saying, like I'm gonna try my best to make it so simple for you guys to where it's easy to understand. All right, listen. So price was once a resistance here, which means it was a ceiling. Okay, it was not passing this zone, and then it finally broke this level, and it now had turned into a support, which means that price is now a supply and demand zone for me. When you have price at a resistance area and then it turns into a support, that is technically called supply and demand. And I like to draw my zones up this way because it gives me a lot of confluence and strong and confidence in my trading. And if you pay attention to this weekly candlestick, you will see that you got a big wick going here. So I like to tell myself and remind myself that whenever I see a lot of wicks, that means the momentum of whatever angle or whatever direction that candlestick is going is losing its momentum. So you see that price was pushing down to the downside, or price was pushing down past this zone right here that we have marked up, and it closed all the way up here, which means that the sellers didn't have the momentum to keep breaking this zone, but the buyers started to come inside of the market and push the candlestick back up. So now what we have to do is wait for our next weekly candlestick to form either below this zone right here or above this zone right here. Okay, and by us getting this big wick rejection, I'm expecting a candlestick to break above this zone, because the sellers tried, but obviously they failed because the candlestick closed up here. Okay, not only is the candlestick showing weak momentum, but we have a supply and demand zone right here. So it was once a resistance, now it's a support. Okay, and if we like to look at this on a fib tool, because that's what I like to use when I'm looking at my higher time frames, I want to see the furthest price can pull back to. Okay, overall this is a downtrend. Okay, overall we can see that price has shot up and it broke in this trend line. Okay, it broke in that trend line and it broke this recent low. this previous low right here. Okay, this was a previous low for me on a weekly time frame, and it broke below this low. All right, guys. Okay, so price had broke below this low right here, and it came to the next low. All right, so now that we know that price has broken, we know that price is going down. It's no longer going up right now. So I like to take my fib tool and I like to draw it on the higher time frames just to see the furthest where price could possibly pull back. So if we take our fib from the high point to the low point, we can see that it matches up with a previous high. Okay, so if we want to, we could just mark this zone right here. Okay, and we want to see on a daily time frame. When I go down to a daily time frame, we want to see if price is respecting that Fibonacci level. Okay, so I want to see the same thing on a daily time frame with my Fibonacci tool. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing that I just did on the weekly, but do it on the daily. All right, and if we're looking at the daily, you can see how clear and much more sense it's making as we scroll down. Okay, that big weekly candlestick that we had that was rejecting that big wick that we had, and if you look on a daily time frame, you can see why it was giving us that rejection candlestick, because we have two bullish candlesticks on a daily time frame. Okay, so if we take our fib tool and we still go from the high to the low, we can see that price is still respecting this Fibonacci level. Okay, the 61.8 is my deepest retracement level. All right, price is still respecting this level, so I'm expecting price. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting price to pull back all the way to the zone. It may do one of these right here because you got a resistance right here. Okay, I mean, you got a support area right here, so it may do one of these and then break the zone to continue to the upside before it actually starts to pull back down. Okay, this is what I'm looking for when I'm looking at the overall direction of where price could head to. Even if we look on a weekly time frame, you can see that it's another level of support on a weekly time frame, which would be here. This was once a resistance, and now it is a support. Resistance, 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 support. Okay, so and price almost touched this area, but however it wicked back up. All right, so it's a possibility that price, if it breaks this zone right here, price could continue down here, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, with Russia going to war with Ukraine and everything like that, and stocks and stuff are falling. So another thing you probably will want to pay attention to is where price is at with Tesla. All right, especially when it comes to trading NASDAQ. You know, I'm gonna try to give my gems when it comes to NASDAQ. All right, but yeah, so that's the thing right here. So we want to pay attention to what price is telling us on a weekly time frame with NASDAQ. Same as I'm sorry, we want to pay attention to what price is telling us, the same as Tesla as it is on NASDAQ. All right, so if we look at these zones that we got marked up, we can see that price is clearly in a downtrend. Okay, right, so we getting this rejection just as well as we was getting a rejection on NASDAQ. All right, so they kind of run similar, just look a little different because of the candlesticks. So don't confuse yourself, but what I'm looking for is for price to do the same thing. So I want to take my fib tool, go from the high to the low. Okay, and this is the area where price is could possibly retrace to. Okay, that zone right there. All right, so that zone right there, I'm expecting price to shoot up, maybe, you know what I'm saying, retest this level right here before shooting back down to this level, just creeping its way back up, and then eventually falling back maybe to this zone right here, if not to this one. All right, so it's running similar to what NASDAQ is giving us as well. Let's go down to the daily time frame and see if that Fibonacci retracement tool is being respected. All right, so the fib tool is definitely being respected on this zone as well. So as you can see, we can see price pulling back to this level The furthest it will pull back to is this level before pulling back down. All right, so that is all for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed to the video, please do so by pressing that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment down below, and if you guys are not following me on Instagram, please do so by going over to University of Pips and pressing that follow button for more info. Also, I have a link in my description on Instagram. I'll also post it in the description here on more info regarding my Telegram groups and how you can get booked with me with the one-on-one session. So without further ado, guys, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video.